Hi, this is Brian Bennett for CNET.com, and right now we're taking a first look at the HTC One smartphone for Sprint. This 32GB version will be sold by Sprint beginning April 19th for $199.99. Now, a lot of people have been waiting for the HTC One to start hitting US carriers. Honestly, I can understand why. This handset is downright gorgeous. Its chassis is carved from a single piece of aluminum using what HTC calls a zero-gap construction method. The phone is available in hues of both black and a silver model that you see here. Measuring just 0.37 inch thick, the One is extremely thin. Tipping the scales at 5.1 ounces, the device is light too, considering its metal build materials. A big bright 4.7 inch LCD screen offers a sharp 1080p resolution and a pixel density of 468 ppi. That's more than both the Droid DNA and Samsung Galaxy S4. Above the display sits a 2.1 megapixel front-facing camera and notification light. Below are just two capacitive Android buttons. Two massive speakers sit on either side of the screen, which enable what HTC calls boom sound, really a flamboyant phrase describing the One's stereo sound, plus that it produces a lot more volume than typical phone speakers. What's really interesting is how the power button also doubles as an IR blaster to control home theater equipment. A volume rocker is placed on the right side, while a SIM card slot holds court on the left. On the bottom edge sits the phone's micro USB port. Around back is the 4-megapixel main camera and LED flash, which also uses HTC's ultra-pixel sensor. Positively packed with advanced software components and features, the HTC One runs Android Jelly Bean with the company's latest iteration of Sense UI on top of it. What's really new here, though, is the Blink Feed feature, which acts similarly to Flipboard and other news aggregators to pull in updates from a curated group of sources. You can push Blink Feed to the side and use another more traditional home screen as your main default view. You can't, however, get rid of Blink Feed completely. Blink Feed also shows the weather and time, plus slick animations to indicate current weather conditions. All this is powered by a 1.7 GHz quad-core Snapdragon 600 processor, backed up by 2 GB of RAM and 32 GB of internal storage. One bummer is that the phone lacks an SD card slot for memory expansion, and its battery is embedded. At first glance, this is the most beautiful smartphone I've held in my hands. Hopefully it will also deliver on performance, features, and usability. I'm Brian Bennett for CNET.com, and this has been a first look at the Sprint HTC One. Be sure to check back soon for a full review.